It just takes a little bit of this, a little bit of that. It
Hey.
started with the kiss, now we're up to bat. A little bit of laughs, a little bit of pain. I'm telling you, my babe, it's all in the game of
Hey.
love. It's all in the game of love. Shout out Michelle Branch and Santana.
Yeah.
Uh, hey everyone.
Hey, y'all.
I'm Brandon.
I'm Magdala.
And this is
And
the shade
guess,
of it all. Oh, yes.
Brandon, I feel like they've been listening to our podcast because a lot of the songs they play are the ones you sing during the intro.
Really?
Yeah, maybe not a lot, but I definitely heard two.
You're like, there was definitely one or two.
I heard Diet Pepsi.
Oh, yes. Which that was
And
you that sang it.
I did sing that. Maybe that's why I remember. Obi, what the fuck? You scared me. Did you see that,
I
Brandon?
saw his head move quickly. That's funny. LOL.
That's
Obi
terrifying.
Mackey's boyfriend just made an appearance on the pod. If you're watching on YouTube, you would have briefly seen his head.
You may have seen his forehead.
Ugh.
Oh. And
But
then I heard maybe we haven't heard sang this song. The Lady Gaga song that's oh no la,
oh,
la, la.
Abracadabra.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not, but I do like that song.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
So it's one and not one.
So basically, just one, maybe. You know what? Good enough. That's
Good
funny.
enough.
No, but this has been, y'all, we're back. It's been a minute, not that long, but a little
Mm-mm.
long for us. Took a brief hiatus, like a
Yeah.
week or two, you know.
It feels like it's been a while. When I went to grab all my stuff, I was like, what do I use again?
I know, like, how do I plug this in? Because I have to like plug in the light to my webcam that won't work, and I'm using my laptop webcam, and I was like, how do I do this again? Um, but you know what? Life's been lifing, and also, look, Love Island games. We've really been enjoying it so far. But
Hmm.
the fuck, releasing an episode every day and the first episode being an hour and 58 minutes is crazy.
When I saw it, I wanted to cry. It's just like you're already dropping one every day.
Right.
So for the first one to be 2 hours.
Like, I didn't know I was watching Harry Potter. Like, what are we doing?
Is this the Chamber of Secrets? No, but for
Right.
real though. And like there's just a lot of filler. Like we could
There
really
is.
make this shorter.
That's the thing. Like, the conversations are a little like,
We could cut it down to 45. Ariana, I love you. But it's just like so da 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 pan to each person. The person going home, da 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 pan
no,
again.
they
Like
literally, did you watch? So we're covering episodes 1 through 5. 5 is Aftersun. So, like, we're not really, like, there was
yeah.
nothing really happened. But did you watch yesterday's episode? Probably not.
No, the Sunday, no.
Yeah. So there is an elimination.
Hmm.
And I swear Ariana was taking longer than I've ever like felt in my life. It was like because there was like a twist with it. There was like a bottom and then there was a twist, and it was like, how are we gonna find out? And then they find out they vote, and then so they find out what would have happened if they didn't vote this way, and then they find out who actually is going home. And it's just like,
Yeah.
so this is what's happening. I brought gifts. She has like gift boxes. I'll just leave it at that. Until
Okay.
you'll open them. And then we will find out who's going home. Or we can find out this way. I'm like, Ariana.
Please, please. Like, I love seeing your face on the screen. I
I
just
know,
think a
love it
couple things could move a bit quicker.
very much. And look, and she's been in pretty much every episode. They're like, you're going to work because this
Oh,
is games. You
100%.
need a host.
Oh, yeah. She's got, I'm sure, like 100 outfits back there. Like, she is booked and busy.
hmm And has yet to miss on a look. Just
Oh, she
saying.
looks amazing. If you wanna see all of Ariana's looks, go to TikTok and look up the Shade of It All podcast.
Yes.
Hey, yes.
Yes, we do our own montages and add our own songs.
Yeah.
But should we jump into this, Maggie?
Yes. So we're gonna cover 4 episodes tonight,
Yes.
but in the future it'll be seven, right? We're gonna try to do all of them together.
Will it be 7? Let's do math.
Oh,
Okay.
well, maybe
So
not with a five.
it'll be 5.
Five. Okay.
And then 6 if we want to count after some, but we don't.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so it'd be one more.
Yeah.
Maggie's like,
Uh,
we're gonna cover 18 episodes.
Tonight, we watched it all. We're only going to talk about it once.
We're doing it. But yeah, we're doing
um,
these weekly since it's a lot
yeah.
and like it's kind of like I feel like it's not as detailed as Love Island.
No, because I feel half of the episode is a game
Hmm.
and the impact of the game, you
Yeah.
know? So it's not as deep.
Right.
Um, and then we're kind of like touching on things, but not like going super into depth. This is our first time doing it, so I may my it's not very much in depth. It may not be as like short or long as yours, Brandon. So I want to see how you did took your notes and I took my notes, and then we'll compare, and then I'll like try to
Oh
me-
yes.
do less or do more as needed.
We shall see. And you know what? At the end of the day, though, we're just gonna have a good time.
Yes, we
And we're happy
are.
to be back, y'all.
Yes, we are. I missed
Uh,
this. It's good to
yes.
be back.
Do you want to kick us off with the 8 hour premiere?
Yes, the 200-year premiere, episode one. Um, so we kicked it off with everyone coming into the villa.
Hmm.
Unfortunately, there was not a dance number, but that's okay.
There wasn't.
There
I was
wasn't.
slightly disappointed, but I
I
get
was
it.
like, no choreography, just cool ways of coming into the villa. That was pretty much the grand entrance.
Right.
So the first few people we meet are KK from USA season 5,
Hmm.
Andrea from USA season 6, and Andreina from USA season 7. They all come in, they're hanging out. Hey girl, hey, yes, it's a party. We're gonna have fun. Yes, let's go.
Were you surprised Andrea was there?
Yes and no. It makes sense. It makes sense.
Yeah,
She left her mark.
she did. I guess I'm just more surprised that she did it as
Really?
opposed to surprised that they asked. I just feel like I saw her on a podcast and she didn't seem like she was like into Love Island like that.
Oh,
Like I think she
word.
was pissed about it, like
Yeah.
how it went the first time, but she could have still been in that relationship because she was just in a relationship and recently broke up,
Yeah.
which is why she's here. So it could have been that.
Yeah, yeah. She tells us she was with someone for like 11 months
Yeah.
and then got the call for Love Island and was like, all right, let me go back.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wonder if that was more directed at her experience with Rob or like her
True.
legitimately being happy, you
And
know?
and she doesn't have the most like vibe what's the word? Dynamic personality.
Yeah, I would say, yeah,
You
because we
know.
didn't see a whole lot. I feel like the people they bring back are people who will remember, but maybe
Hmm.
we don't know too well.
Yeah.
For some, I guess, not everybody.
Yeah. And with all this being said, I'm not enjoying her this season. I feel a little bad. I felt more bad because of the episode we're not going to cover yet, but
Hmm.
we'll get to it.
Oh no!
Not that
Okay.
not to not it's nothing about who goes home. It's about
Oh, okay.
leading up to it, I'll
I
say.
see. I see.
Cause yeah.
Yeah, she definitely seems in these episodes like a little more mellow. I mean,
Hmm.
she wasn't not mellow before, but like I remember her talking shit about people. It doesn't look like she's trying to do that. You
No.
know, she's definitely coming up a lot different.
Hmm.
KK, when she comes in, she's like, I can't, I left. My man got eliminated and I left with him and that didn't work out. And I'm here
Right.
to make some money and maybe find a man too.
Yeah.
And then Andreina's kind of the same. She's like, my time was cut short. I'm back. I'm ready for business.
Hmm.
So we'll see.
Yes.
Then comes in Tyreek from UK season 2. And ironically, he was just in Andreina's DMs.
Oh yes.
Hmm.
There's quite a few people that are gonna have ties to Andreina.
Hmm.
Hmm.
A lot of people slid into the DMs.
Yes. She was very excited to see him.
Yes. And then Lucinda from UK season 7 and Australia season 5. So Tyreek is definitely a flirt. He's
Hmm.
always smiling, like very suave kind of guy. I didn't really get a huge first impression of Lucinda, but she seems really sweet and nice.
Yeah, she's grown on me. Not that I
Hmm.
disliked her, but yeah, she gets more of a presence later on.
Yeah. And so when they come into the group, everybody's like, "Whoa, Andrina and Tyreek, y'all need a room?" Like
Right.
there's some sexual tension here, and they talk, and they're like, "We talk to each other, but we've never like met in person." So they're vibing, they're enjoying each other. They all talk about like their past experiences with their respective Love Island season. And then comes two more boys. Kendall from season 6 of USA with his
Great.
braids. I really
Maggie loves
struggled
his
with
braids.
this. I really struggled with this.
Ugh.
We went live on Friday, and it was the first episode I saw. And so I
Hmm.
think him just looking different really threw me off.
Yes.
Because I had Obi look at it and I was like, Obi, does his hair look bad? And he's like, no. And I'm like, you're right. I'm just not used to it.
It is different because he always had shorter hair.
Yes. So I guess
Hmm.
his hair really grew out in a year. And there he is with it.
Yeah.
Um, he and Lucinda kind of know each other. They're like, "Did y'all date? Did y'all?" And they're like, "No, no, we just know each other. Relax."
Ugh.
And then comes Isaiah from season 4 of US. Um, then we meet a few more people.
Hmm.
Garbi from season 4 of Belgium and Netherlands.
I love her.
Me too. Super cool personality. She does highlight that she's a virgin, which I am here for. Like I think it's cool to have like a bunch of different people with different experiences on the show.
Hmm.
And then we meet Mert from the Netherlands and Belgium. He's a season 2 and he's season 2 winner and he was also on season 3.
Oh.
So they were cool. And then we also meet Nicola from Malta season 1. And they're like, "Oh my gosh, you're so cool." And she's like, "Yeah, like I learned how to speak English, I think watching TV." I think she's the one who said that. And then she was like, "Yeah, and I do a really good Kim Kardashian impression."
Oh,
And then she
yes.
proceeds to do a really bad Kim Kardashian. It was
Yeah.
mid. It
It
wasn't
wasn't the
amazing.
best.
Yeah.
I was kind of like, who is this girl? Like, I don't know. I was questioning her at first.
Yeah.
But glad that she's putting herself out there with the comedy
Yeah.
work.
She's like, "I'm really great at impressions." They're like, "Please."
Yeah.
Um,
Did you just want real quick, Isaiah,
yeah.
when he was talking about because he was with this girl, Sydney, from his season, I think he was on 4, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And he was like, she was sent a video of me cheating.
Oh,
And he
yes, he
put
did.
cheating in quotes, but then proceeded to say, I did mess up and cheat on her, so she broke up with me.
Yeah, he was like, "I was young, we left together, and then she got this video." Yeah. I was like, not you
Like,
casually like kind of trying to make light of a not great
right. I'm
situation.
like, usually quotes is around something that's not true. So I don't care
Right.
to put quotes and then admit it. Mm.
Right. Exactly. Because they all kind of mentioned stuff like Kendall's like, "Look, I was with Nicole, it didn't work out. We're moving
Yeah.
on," right? But interesting. Yeah, I thought that was interesting for Isaiah. And then a plane comes in and everybody's like, "KK's like, there's planes that fly on water." It's like, "KK." That's
KK's
an
so funny.
inside thought.
You don't say
And in comes Chris from season 7, and he's like, "Hey, I know y'all know who I am."
And
I
they're
think it
like,
was Lucinda that was like, "Why would we know you?"
right. I'm like, look, these people are from like different countries. They're not watching Love Island USA like that.
Exactly. And he was like, "Oh, well, I'm Chris." I'm like, "Okay, I'm glad you didn't like try to double down on it. Like, yep,
Yeah.
just move on."
We didn't hear Andreina say, I'm sure you guys know who I am.
Right. I mean,
Like,
she's like, "I know all of your mans are in my DM."
right. And I think she was in just as many episodes as Chris, maybe a little less, but
Yeah.
Chris wasn't even in it that long.
No, he wasn't. So he was very much like, "I'm a popular person." And then he got humbled. And then Josh from USA season 3, his time was cut short because his sister passed away while
Hmm.
he was on the show. So they all he kind of tells us, but I don't think people in the villa are very aware of this.
Yeah. That was
Uh,
sad.
it was. I was like, damn, I can't imagine that would be really hard for me.
Hmm.
So it's 6 boys and 6 girls, and most of them are from the US. It's like it's
Hmm.
not even, but there's like 4 or 5 people from the UK. Everybody else is from the US. And so they all kind of sit down and chat. The guys and the girls split up to decide like or to talk about who they have their eyes on. And it's already confirmed. Like, Chris is like, oh, I know Andreina's your type. Like, I think she's already your type to tie.
Oh
And I'm
yeah.
like, okay, so you're like a villa expert and a person expert, but anybody could see that they like each other.
Right. They won't stop talking to each other.
But I guess Chris, since he's so informed, should
Well, he knows everything and he was just here, so he's gonna give a tour.
right.
I'm like, please.
Right. And then it
Uh,
pans to Andrina saying the same thing to the girls. She really likes Ty.
yeah.
And so all the guys though, they're like, we're here for the money. We want to get some money. And Mert is like, look, money doesn't go with you when you leave. Like, it's not always about money. And they're like, you have a good heart. But anyways, the
They're like,
money.
great for you. This is called Love Island Games. So it is about the money.
Right.
Uh,
Enter Ariana. Are you
mhm.
here for love or money? Like we were just talking about it.
Which one is it? She's like
Um,
purple chainmail dress, high pony. Yes, I'm
yes.
stunting today.
And she's like, look, like there's a lot at stake, you know? Are you in a couple because you like that person and you see a relationship, or are you with them because they can help you with win comps, which can help you in the game because the price pot is now a quarter mil, which
Yeah,
is crazy. That's a lot of money.
that
I
is.
wonder what it was before. Because isn't regular season 50?
Well, the regular's 100, but they
Oh,
usually
100.
split it. So
Right.
it's like 50-50.
Okay.
But I don't know what the first games was.
Yeah.
I would imagine it was maybe 100 or 150. But I do know that Justine did decide to split it.
Oh, okay.
And
And
she
I think
won.
yeah, and I think later she's like, I should have took that money for myself.
Mm-hmm.
I think we
Yeah.
saw her on Aftersun saying that during season 7 or 6.
Yeah.
Well, KK's coochie says that that money is hers.
You know what? If that's what it says, I'll believe it.
Listen, when in doubt, listen to KK's coochie.
Oh,
um, So she basically lets them know how the game is going to work. You're going to couple for love or for challenges. And America is voting this time. So
hmm
they do a coupling challenge called Ruin Me. And basically, they're racing against each other in pairs to be ranked.
hmm
And then that's the order that they'll pick their couples in.
Yes.
There's 4 hearts and different obstacles. There's like a pool of slime, sand. So they have to like do it together.
It looked pretty fun.
It actually did. This one did not look too bad. Um, so Andrina goes first against Lucinda, and at the end you get to kiss somebody. So Andrina
Mhm.
chooses to kiss Ty, and Lucinda chooses Mert. They go into the first obstacle. Andrina finds her stuff in the slime. She walks away. Lucinda is stuck in there, Brandon,
Yeah.
for an extended period of time. So long that she was able to come up at one point and say she broke a nail.
She was going through it.
She was.
I'm broken now.
And Kendall's like, go, Lucinda! Lucinda! Like, Kendall is everybody's cheerleader. So he's like, come on, Lucinda, you gotta try. Keep going.
Uh,
And then, like, Andrea is basically, like, almost finished with this competition. Lucinda gets to the snake pit and is screaming at the
oh,
most
yes.
clearly fake snakes.
She's like, I don't like how they look.
And then she's like touching them, and I'm like, if you don't, I think she has to
Right.
like move them to like look for her like thing for her heart, but it's just like,
Mm,
so watching her in this was funny.
it was.
And then at the end they get to kiss whoever they want, but this kiss is disgusting because they've got sand and slime, and it's just a lot.
Yeah.
So I wasn't looking at that too much.
No, it was a lot going on. I was like, ew.
Yeah. So Andrina beat her in that round. Then Andrea and Nicola go. Andrea chooses to kiss Josh. Nicola chooses to kiss Chris. Um, Nicola goes down the slide face first.
She's intense. I love
She
her.
is. She is. She just puts her whole body into it. And then Andrea is like
Yes, she
smiling the whole
was
time.
freaking me out this time. I'm like, why are you smiling? Like when you jump through the wall, she's
She's like
like
both.
Stop. What are you
She's like, if
doing?
y'all are taking pictures, I want to be ready for all of them because she's just, it's like the person on the ride who knows where the camera is.
Right. That's funny. Uh,
But Andrea won. It was close, but she won. Then Garbi goes, she picks Kendall. KK goes and picks Chris. Garbi flew through it.
she did.
It's like she had all the cheat codes. She just
Right.
flew through it. It wasn't
She
even
knew
a,
where to look.
yeah, it wasn't even a competition. And then KK gets the end and like pushes Chris on the ground. As much as somebody who's basically like half his height can push him on the ground,
Yeah.
she pushes him on the ground and makes out with him. And I'm like, all right, KK, get your man.
Right.
Then the boys go. Josh goes against Tyreek. Josh picks Andrea. Tyreek picks KK. Josh was super quick, but he kept
hmm
finding Tyreek's pieces, so Tyreek
Yes.
ended up winning. Um, he basically because it's like if it's in your hand and the other
Yeah.
person sees it, they can pretty much take it.
And Josh won't
Uh,
let us forget that that happened.
no, he's gonna remind us a couple times. Mert goes against Chris. He picks Lucinda. Chris picks Andrea, and Chris won. There was nothing very that's really stood out in that round.
Yeah.
And then Isaiah and Kendall go. Isaiah picked Andreina, Kendall picked KK, and Isaiah won. So we get the scores at the end. Best overall for the girls was Garbi, who actually beat everyone. And I was like,
hmm
okay, go off, Queen. And then best for the guys was Chris, and he's like, yeah, that was a cakewalk. That was super easy. That was cake. That was cake. And all the guys are like, all right, man.
Anyways,
Like,
Jesus.
so like this is a competition show, and I think that there's a lot of competitive people, and so the sidebar comments like seem to have an impact because Ty
Yeah.
reacted to this. I think Josh reacted to this.
hmm
Um, so then they're all back in the villa. They're all cleaned up, and now they get to choose to either so whoever had the same rank as them, they could choose to couple up with that person or choose somebody else. Um, so it was Garbi and Chris. And Chris, all they both decide not to pair with each other. And Garbi's really chill about it. She's like, yeah, just like, I didn't see a connection. And he goes, well, I want someone who's not just physically strong, but mentally too. And she's like, well, damn.
She's like, how do you know about my mental strength? And he's like, I'm just going based off what I saw. And I'm like, saw when? Like,
You
what are
want
you
to pick
talking
KK,
about?
just say that. Right.
Right.
Why do
I
you have to
can't.
offend Garbi in the process?
I'm over him already, and it's only episode one.
He's a little
Ugh.
insufferable. Garbi chooses to couple with Kendall. She finds out he was in last place and she's like, that's okay.
She's like, it's fine. I
We'll
like
figure it
him.
out. It didn't look like he did that bad either.
Well, no, but he kept leaving behind his hearts. And I remember at one point, Ariana was like,
Oh,
Kendall, come on.
oh, that's right. She was really like rooting him on.
Ugh.
Chris picks KK and he said he liked the kiss and he liked that she tried really hard in the challenge. She got fourth place, but he's cool with it. Then goes the next best people, which who are Andrea and Josh. So Josh gets up and wait, Andrea and Ty, sorry.
Okay.
And Josh gets up and he's like, "But don't my assist, man! Like, make sure you acknowledge my assist." And Ty is like, "I mean, I won." What are you?
Right. Like, I'm so up. Shut up, Josh. Like, what are you talking? Like, why do you even have to mention that? You're the idiot that was finding the wrong pieces. So, like, what do you mean?
What do you want him to do? If I was him and I found someone else's piece, I would have chucked it over my shoulder.
Right.
Like do
Throw it
something
out of
else.
bounds.
Like, why do you want him in this moment to acknowledge that you could
Right.
have won? But whatever. So they pick who they want. Andrea picks Josh, and then Ty picks Andreina. And Andrea says he picks Josh. She picks Josh for like the strategy and the romance. And he's Josh is happy about that. He's like, I'm playing checkers, not chess. I mean chess, not checkers. It's like Josh, I
Uh,
think this is a sign that we should talk less.
well, sadly for us, it's not. For he missed that side. He's gonna
he's
try to have another saying at one point.
he's very competitive, very competitive.
Very.
But Ty and Andrina are happy about being coupled up, and then we go to the last people who are wait, is it the last people? Yeah. It's
Yes.
Nicola and Mert.
Hmm.
Nicola picks Isaiah and Mert picks Lucinda. And they ask Mert, like, like, what are you happy about this choice? And he's just like, I'm speechless. It was cute. And then Nicola said she's unsure of compatibility, but like that, like Isaiah was good at competitions and stuff. Um, so that's all the new couples. And then they all get to move on and go hang out for a little bit. And Chris is like, Isaiah, Nicola, let me give you a tour of my house.
Oh my God.
Hi, I'm Chris, and welcome to my crib.
Look at this new speakeasy.
And he's like, and now. And he opens the door, and I'm like, oh my gosh,
I'm
Chris,
like,
like,
bitch, you're not in real estate. Stop.
you don't live here. Like, you're so proud. Like, I guess he really loved his Love Island experience. I don't know.
It's
It's like a Love
funny,
Island super fan
given
being
how
brought
much he
back.
acted as if he didn't need to be there.
I could be overseas playing ball right now.
I could be overseas playing ball right now. I don't give a fuck. Joins Love Island Games.
Is not overseas playing ball.
Gives the house tour. I can't.
Very funny. So a bunch of people are pulling each other for chats. Ty and Andrina chats. He acts like he had a tough choice. He's just like, it was such a hard decision. And Andrina's like, whatever, you knew you wanted to be with me. And they're
He's
both just
funny.
giggly and happy. He is. He gives me fuckboy energy, but he's like nice about it.
Yeah, he has a great smile.
He does. He's very likable.
Very. And it's like
Hmm.
he's witty and he's not
Yeah.
always wrong.
No.
So, like, mm,
I'm here for it. He's not
right.
arrogant with it, which
He's
makes
not.
it
He's very
better.
nonchalant.
Yes. Garbi and Kendall talk and they kind of like talk about her background and where she's from, and they both want to win and find love. Mert and Lucinda talk. And Ian, while they're about to talk, Ian says like love has no languages, but sometimes there's an actual language barrier. And it cues to Mert, and I don't know what this man is saying. I think even in the during the coupling up thing, he like references that his English isn't so great. So he's doing his best to talk to Lucinda, and I actually think he's self-conscious because I think he speaks fine. It's just sometimes he'll like kind of
Yeah.
mumble a little bit, but when he actually is getting words out, I can understand them.
Right. I think sometimes he doesn't know certain sayings or how to communicate
Yeah.
certain things, but for the most part, it seems fine.
Yeah. So they talk about like where he's from, and he's like, "Wow, I love your eyes." And then he moves on the sun to show her his eyes, and they just have a cute conversation. And she's like, "I love it when people are obsessed with me," and I was like,
She
"Me
does.
too."
She will learn. She loves the princess treatment. I need the princess treatment.
I like Lucinda.
I do too. She's fun.
Yeah. And then Andrea and Josh chat. They're both happy to be coupled up. She talks about how she's really athletic. She played a lot of sports. And he's like, wow, that's amazing. She talks about it for like a little bit. They talk about how they like the kiss. So they're vibing too. And then Nicola and Isaiah talk. He said that he's impressed with her in the challenge. She's like, yeah, like had a lot of fun and I really like physics and math. And Isaiah's like, I don't know any of that stuff. And she's like, oh, he's like, I have a bad memory.
Oh
She's
my
like,
God.
maybe we're not
We'll see how
such
this
a
goes
match.
then.
I mean, that's really advanced shit, though.
The physics, yeah, I'm not a physics person. So I'm
No,
like,
that was
math,
one
sure,
subject that
but
yeah, math is all right, but physics, oh, she's smart,
mm-mm.
smart. Okay. KK and Chris talk. He says he's feeling confident. He really liked their kiss. She's his type. And then he talks about how he watched her season and respected how she was in season 5. He did his homework. Um,
He did. Giving fan behavior.
yeah, no, for real. And it's interesting because in season I don't think KK liked how she was in season 5. Like she left with a guy who dogged
Yeah.
her, you know, so it's kind of ironic that he liked that person. And I was like, I wonder if you'll get that person.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know if she's that person that you saw on TV.
No, she has a different mentality this time.
Yeah. But she says she likes how sweet he is. They're definitely attracted to each other. Um, he wants to win, and if love comes, he's here for it. Everybody gets ready for bed, and then the next day, they all get up. Wait, is this the next day? Oh no, they get ready for the evening.
Oh,
Um,
yes.
Andrea and Josh talk about their types, and then Ariana comes in. And she's like, I have more twists and surprises. Follow me. And I was like, where are we
Right. And it's not just that I'm wearing an outfit with a print and I have a side part. There's other
Ariana?
twists as well.
Exactly. So they're all standing in their couples, and then enters two heartbreakers. Solene.
Hmm.
Solene or Solene?
I think it's Solene.
Solene. Okay. Solene, who was on Love Island France and Below Deck, which I was like, oh,
Yes.
that's a cool. I kind of want to
Hmm.
watch Below Deck. The previews for it right now actually look like interesting.
Yeah, I could never get into it, but I would sometimes watch like reunions because Kate
Yeah.
Chastain used to be on it and she's
Yeah.
funny.
Oh, wait, who's that?
She was on the first season of The Traitors US.
That name sounds familiar. I feel like I know who you're talking about.
She did show up in the second season as well with Parvati for that chess game.
Oh, Kate. She was
Yeah.
really funny. And she was
Yes, and
like,
then she did
y'all
join
are mad.
season two. I forgot. She was actually a
Okay,
cast member in
okay.
season two.
Oh, she was iconic. She was like, y'all are mad at me. What about the traitors murdering you in your sleep?
Yes.
Yeah, it's Kate.
uh,
Okay. And then here comes Charlie from season 7 of US.
oh, Charlie, Daddy's home.
That's what he said. I was
Look,
like,
you're wild for that.
uh, you know,
We
it's
hyped up Charlie too much online.
he
Sorry.
he was really feeling himself in next to these guys. Oh,
He feels himself until he doesn't. He's very
yeah.
awkward and has no swag.
And his confidence is quickly deflated.
Very quickly. I'm like, damn.
It doesn't take a lot for him to be like, oh man, you know, I
It is
guess
what
I'll
it
just go.
is. It's all right, I guess.
I guess I'll go talk to
Oh,
Amaya.
I guess.
So they both have these broken heart necklaces on,
Oh, yes.
and they get to recouple with someone. And if they leave someone single, that person gets the necklace, and they're going to be single and vulnerable.
Hmm.
So they get to kiss as many people as they want. So Solane goes and she picks Chris, and then Josh, and then she kisses everyone. She kisses all of them. And honestly, she goes in. Solane wasn't playing around.
She was not. I wasn't mad at it.
No, 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 no. I was like, go off, queen.
She was wearing Ariana's reunion dress, though. Or not
Oh, it
exactly
was.
it, but very
But
similar to
it
it.
did look similar. Yeah. And then Charlie goes and he also kisses everyone. The first person he picked was Nicola, and she looked so nervous to kiss him. And I was like, oh my
It's like,
gosh, she
it's
was
all
so
right.
cute. Yeah, she was like, maybe she didn't want to.
Maybe not.
She's like, oh, I saw you and I actually don't like you. No, I'm just kidding. So everybody else is sweating. Like when Charlie goes, all the guys are just like, oh, like they, you see their commentary later. Like Josh is like, why did he have to like kiss her so long?
He didn't even look
I
me in the eye.
He didn't look
Like,
me.
why does he need to?
And then Ty was like, wow, he kissed Andreina like for a long time,
They did have an intense kiss.
They did. They did. So Ariana lets them ask either who like did best in the competition and who did worst, and then they get to decide. So Solène goes to pick first, and she does her little walk around, and she looks at Mert, and Mert's not looking at her, and she's like, "Are you afraid of me? Why aren't you looking at me?" And Mert's just like, "I'm just looking," and she's like, "Okay, keep looking then." Solène.
That part I was like, wait, I love her.
Me too. I live
I
like
was like, that's
okay.
funny.
I am 100%. I try to make as least eye contact with people as I can.
Hmm.
Like if I'm about to pass somebody, I'm picking a space, like a spot in space, and I'm looking at that. I'm not gonna look at you, you know?
Yeah.
So I get Mert, but she was like, no, you need to look at me. Because she goes back around, walks up to Mert, starts kissing him again, and picks him. And then she takes the chain off and gives it to Lucinda, and she's like, it matches your outfit.
Oh,
Diabolical.
very. I'm like, damn, she just came in truly like a bombshell. I
Uh,
appreciated it.
yeah.
She shook things up. I was like, all right, Solene.
And
Uh,
then Charlie kind of has the opposite experience because he walks up to Andrea, who does not look like she wants to be chosen by this man. And he gives her a little peck. He's like, I guess we have to kiss again. But I think he could tell she wasn't ready to make out with him again.
yeah.
And then Josh gets the necklace. And so Ariana pretty much tells them that they'll have a chance to pass on the necklace tomorrow, but for now they're single and vulnerable.
Yes.
That was episode one.
Quite the premiere. Very good, but just very long,
Yes, yes.
but very entertaining. I was surprised though how much I liked Selena at first because every time I heard a podcast talk about her, they hated her. So she must have been awful on Below Deck.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So I
Yeah,
don't
because I
know.
did like her.
I did too. I was like, she's funny.
She is funny.
Um,
And
oh,
she doesn't beat around the bush.
she does not. She's very direct.
Hmm.
Almost too direct, but we'll get to it. Um, but we get to episode 2, and Josh is spiraling. He's like, I knew he was gonna do that because he wouldn't look me in the fucking eye. So like, it's fine, whatever. I'm like, oh, Josh, please, just please relax. Oh my God.
Like, Andrea likes you. Like, I think you're gonna be okay. Like, spiraling never makes anything better.
Right. Like, and we'll come to find out he really hates having to wear that necklace. Like, he can't let go of the fact that he's wearing this necklace.
You're right. He
I'm like,
mentions
oh
it
my
a lot.
gosh. You realize like it's the game. Like, oh, I cannot.
This is a personal attack from Charlie.
Right. He does not appreciate it.
Mm-mm.
Andre and Harley do chat though. They kind of bond about being competitive and being close with family because of culture, because he's Greek and she's Latin, and he's
Hmm.
talking about how it's very similar and things like that. So that was cute. I was like, maybe they could have something. Probably
Yeah.
not, but you know. So Len talks to Mert and says how she picked him because he wouldn't look at her. And then she tells him that she's okay with him exploring his options until she's not. And I'm like, period. Josh and Lucinda bond over being single. And Lucinda's like, this is just not my day. That was more
Oh,
Australian, I feel like.
she was heartbroken. I felt bad for her.
She's gonna go through it in this episode. She
Hmm.
she has quite the journey.
Uh-huh.
Um, but KK and Chris talk about how he says they shouldn't kiss anyone else because they were talking about how like, oh, we kiss people at the end, and he's like, maybe we shouldn't kiss other people. And I'm like, okay, so he really likes her.
Yeah.
And then she's like kind of like making it obvious that she wants to be kissed. And he's
Hmm.
like not kissing her. And she's like, why won't he kiss me?
Why won't he just make the move? Like, why do you keep talking about it? He's being
Yeah.
very bashful too, just like smiling and just like, yeah, so like you're like, you're really my type. Should I stop saying? You know what I mean? Like he's doing a
Yeah.
lot.
And she's like, it doesn't count that we kissed in a challenge. We have to kiss outside a challenge because like kissing outside a challenge, it's like you don't really like it's not that you have to, but you choose to. And he's like,
Yeah.
you pin me down and you straddle on top of me. And then you make out with me. And you're saying that means nothing.
She's like, yeah.
Like, Chris, what are we doing?
Why is he saying it like that
Why are
all
you saying it?
slow?
Like, what are we doing? Stop. I hated it. Uh, but they seem to like each other though.
Yeah.
So I'm like, this could be something. Tyreek and Andreina chat, and she's right off jump worried that he's gonna leave her for someone that's better at challenges. And she's like,
No, kind of says as much
Well,
too.
yeah, she's like, I'm kind of scared you'll just switch up. And he's like, no, I won't leave you in the dark. And I'm like, notice that he didn't say he wouldn't leave her. It's just that he won't blindside her or do it out of nowhere.
Because she's like, what if I'm not good at challenges? And he's like, well, we'll have to see when we get there.
We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. um,
At least he's honest.
right. And they do make out, so they like each other for now.
Yeah.
So they're getting ready for bed, and Chris tells Nicola he's happy with Kay, but they're still open. And then he then says he fancies her and that she was his second choice. And I'm like, didn't you just tell KK like that you shouldn't kiss other people? Why are you now like telling someone else that, oh, you were my second choice and we're open? So, like,
Crazy.
what are we doing?
No, for real.
Um, Mert having Lucinda try so the next day they make the breakfast and oatmeal is a big like thing, like especially Mert. He loves to make oatmeal. It's the new
Hmm.
avocado toast so far. And he makes oatmeal and has Lucinda try it, and then after offers it to Solene, and Solene's like, "I'm not a dog. I'm not a
Right.
Doberman, so no."
Which I appreciate because he like brought a whole breakfast just for Lucinda.
Hmm.
Wanted her to taste the oatmeal and then try to give it to Solène. I was like, no tact.
None. I was like, that was crazy. I understood her being annoyed. Like, wait, what? Like, the
The
fuck are you
girls have to
doing?
explain it to him later.
Yeah, I think Kay takes him outside. Is just like, I think it's because you had Lucinda try the oatmeal. And he's like,
Hmm.
I don't get it.
He's
And
like, I
she,
was just making oats.
that's not the issue. uh, I didn't think we'd have another breakfast drama in Love Island Games, but glad we got it.
This is diabolical, though. Don't you put that spoon in her mouth and put it back down?
I'm
No,
not a dog
no.
is the new no protein.
It is. It is.
Uh, so then Lucinda gets a text that her and Josh will have to pick an islander each tonight. Did I just like, what is wrong with me? Tonight to battle in the first duel. If they win, they give that person the necklace. If they
Hmm.
lose, they have to keep it.
Hmm.
Josh initially wants to pick Charlie because he wants to get his girl back. And Lucinda goes, shit, it's really about the game.
Yeah. Love
Well,
Island games. But honestly, in her defense, I didn't think it was going to be like this at all.
true, we
This
didn't
is
watch
way
season
more.
one.
This is like Love Island meets the challenge. Like, it's
It is.
intense.
It
Like, when I
is.
thought they were going to be playing games, I thought it was just going to be like challenges that they do on the show.
Oh,
And like,
really?
maybe they didn't
Like,
mean anything.
slide down here and twerk and then get naked and then
Yeah.
pick someone to make out with and then suck milk from this balloon.
No, like I didn't think it was gonna be in this intense. But she had time to do research and find out what this show
She
was.
did. It's really about the game.
Yes, it is.
Oh. So Lucinda is thinking about picking Idrina, and Nicola's like, well, physics wise, I don't know because she is bigger than you.
Hmm.
So we'll see. And then Lucinda starts crying. She's like, I guess I just didn't get the competition memo. Like, I just didn't get it. I'm
Like,
like,
I'm just having a rough first day.
this is not my day.
She's
Oh,
so cute. I feel bad
she
for her.
is. I know. I'm like,
Oh.
but it is Love Island Games. But yes, again.
Yeah.
But she learns quick. She's a quick learner, as we will see.
Yeah.
Idrina and Ty talk, and the only thing I really got from that is how crazy her laugh is. I was like, really?
That's true. She doesn't laugh often.
And she's like, no, it actually wasn't like
I'm dead.
it was a little more high pitched than that, but it was just like crazy. And he's like, that's not your real laugh, is it?
She's like, what do you mean?
Oh my gosh. Mert pulls Soled for a chat and she says, my stomach's empty, but we can talk. And then she slaps his arm, which was a little crazy. And he's like,
Uh-huh.
look, I'm sensitive and I'm sorry about doing that. And I just thought, oh, I'd have you try the oats. And I was just making her breakfast and, whatever. They end up making up. So that's
They
good at least.
do. They didn't address the fact though that he didn't make her breakfast, which I really think is the bigger issue at hand.
No, he
Like
didn't. He's like, oh, you're hungry. You should make yourself breakfast. Anyway, so
he's
here's
like,
why.
I make breakfast for the girl I like.
Not for the girl I'm coupled with.
Right.
Uh, you know, we cut to Charlie at one point, and the only thing I got from this is that his beard really confuses me because he doesn't have sideburns, but the beard goes
Mm.
kind of awkwardly high up and
Hmm.
it's thick. So it's like thick, nothing, and then hair. And I'm like, I don't know if I like this.
How does this work?
I'm like, I feel confused. Um, So basically, the whole time leading up to the duel, Josh and Lucinda are trying to decide who to pick. Lucinda's torn between Solene to get Mert back or Andreina because she thinks she can win because Andreina just was like got fifth place and did the next
Hmm.
worst to her. Josh is still thinking Charlie so he can get Andrea back,
Hmm.
and he's like every bombshell would want Andrea, so he's going to be in this situation again. And spoiler alert, he's not wrong.
It's true.
Everyone really wants Andrea, which
They do.
nothing against Andrea, but I'm just like, okay.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. She kind of had a glow up. I mean, she looked really great before. She looks better this time.
Yeah.
I don't even know what she looks like so different, not super different, but like different, and I couldn't even pinpoint how. Like
Yeah.
couldn't tell if it was her hair or if she lost weight. Her face even looked like slimmer. She looked taller. I don't know.
Yeah.
She's doing her thing.
She is.
But I did think it was funny because Josh is talking about people he can compete against, and this is when I realized that Charlie is like the smallest guy on
Oh,
all.
yeah.
I think he's the shortest and the skinniest out of all of them, and I
Which
was
is
just like,
crazy because he's like tall. He's probably taller than Kendall, right?
well, it's crazy because Daddy's supposed to be home.
And
Daddy's
Daddy is about to get kicked out.
Daddy needs to lift some more weights. He's gonna make it
I don't know
here.
if he's Daddy.
Yeah, but he might have. I think Kendall is more built than him, but they might be the same height.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tyreek pulls KK for a chat, and Kendall's messy ass is like, Chris, do you see this? This is crazy. Do you see this? Do you see this? It's crazy right
I
now.
was
You
like,
totally just took him for a chat.
he's always had this messy bone in his body. Kendall loves
Always.
some tea.
He does.
And
Which
Chris is like, yeah, I see.
I'm gonna pretend not to care, but secretly I do care.
My stomach's burning, but it's fine. I see them.
I'm chill. Um, KK says she's getting bored with Chris. She says it's too easy. Ty says her energy is mad attractive and she's got a nice face and body.
Hmm.
And she's like, you look like you break hearts for a living. And he says, I'm just very blunt and direct. And then he tells us he's just trying to rattle KK to cause
Hmm.
tension with her and Chris. And I'm like, you might be onto something. I like the strategy that we're using.
It is, yeah, because there is a social element. Like, I mean, I hope that you kind of like her since you're saying that,
Yeah.
but but no, it's kind of a good strategy. But I low key kind of get KK being bored with Chris because
Yeah.
he's saying stuff, but he's not really doing anything.
He also doesn't have the most dynamic personality either.
Yeah, you're right.
Whereas like KK is like funny
Yeah,
and like would be fun to talk to. And Chris is kind of
right.
just like, I could be overseas.
Yeah,
But, I
exactly.
don't even know why I'm here. But do you want a tour? Lucinda and Mert have some tension, but she's trying to think more of the game and less about love. KK and Solene have a fun moment about who Lucinda is gonna pick, and they laugh about how Lucinda should be scared of Solene. And KK opens up about Tyreek and Chris, and this is kind of important to remember how close they kind of are and like friendly they're kind of being.
Hmm.
Um, but now it cuts to the night and it's time for the duel. And as they're getting ready, Josh, I think, is in the shower and he's like, I'm getting this necklace off of me. Like, I just can't have this necklace on anymore. I can't sleep with it. I can't do anything with it.
It was
I'm like,
disturbing his sleep all night. He mentioned it earlier. He couldn't sleep with the necklace. It's annoying.
too much going on with this necklace. But it's time for the duel, and Ariana shows up arriving amazing in orange. Um, she tells us how it's the 24 hours until the first dumping of the season. And she's like, so you gotta get rid of these necklaces or you're in danger. So get to work.
Figure it out.
Lucinda has decided to go against Idrina. She
Mhm.
says it was because she was just above her in the challenge. So she thinks she has a chance to win. And Idrina thinks she's got this, and so does Tyreek. Josh chooses Charlie. He thinks he's got him on strength and endurance, and it's going to take a lot more than putting a necklace around my neck to take my girl. And Charlie's like,
Okay.
yo, go. And Tyreek's like, he looks locked in. I wouldn't want to go against him. And it's like laughing. He's like, I'm not here to fuck off.
They're like, and Charlie's like, what? He's like,
To fuck off.
fuck
Like, I could
off.
do that at home. He's like, you could do what at home? He's like, fuck off. And he's like, it's okay, guys. Like, he's not here to fuck off.
Ty is like, chill out, bruv. Like, what's going on, man?
You guys are just
It's like,
laughing at me like it's a joke.
no. And Tyreek is like, we weren't laughing at you.
Charlie
But
killed me. He was
yeah.
like, he's here to fuck off. Like, or he's not here.
It was so awkward. I was like,
It
Josh.
was like he's just so in game mode. Like
He
he's too
is.
intense. It's gonna take more than putting a necklace around my neck to take my girl. Like, oh, okay, tagline.
Like, I mean, the choice was more about Andrea than it was about you. Like,
Right,
he's
you're
taking
taking it
it
very
really
personally.
personally.
Like you just want
And
to be with Andrea.
I don't know what they were laughing at, but he was like, who's laughing? Who coughing at me, ho? I know that hoe ain't coughing at
He
me.
did go Jocelyn
He
Hernandez. He's like, how
did.
dare you? You are out of the cabaret.
I'm not here to fuck off. You fuck off. I'm playing checkers. I mean
Lauderdale,
chess.
Lauderdale.
I was like, oh, Josh, why are you doing
I'm
this?
like, please relax, Josh. I cannot.
This is when you're like
Uh,
playing games with competitive people and they kill the fun.
right, they're like too competitive. It's like, oh
Yes.
God. But so in this duel, it's like a wrestling ring, and it's essentially like you'll have either yellow balls or pink balls, and you have to get five and fill them in like there's five cups on each side of the ring. But the trick is, or the twist is, that you're bungeed to the other person.
Oh man. Oh man, this is awful.
This is terrible.
This is terrible. I didn't know this was a challenge.
Oh, he was
Char-
Charlie did not. He was like, "Are you kidding me?
Charlie
What the
is
fuck?"
up. Charlie is upset with this news.
He just keeps getting fucked.
He's like, I'm going home again.
I'm like, maybe not, Charlie. Maybe you'll have a chance.
Oh man. Daddy should
But
have lifted up some more weights.
he should
But I
have.
was like, oh, this is a wrap. I didn't know about Lucinda and them, but Charlie, I was like, he's gonna lose.
Yeah. Well, listen, and Idrina, you would think because Idrina's like taller, she looks fit, but they go and Lucinda truly dominates her.
She drags her around. I was
Like
just
it's
like,
embarrassing.
first round, she didn't get 1 point.
No. And she wouldn't get up.
Looked like she couldn't physically stand back up the way that
Yeah.
yeah.
I felt bad. I was like, really, Andreina?
I felt so bad for her, Brandon. I was like, this is like embarrassingly
Yeah.
bad.
Which,
You can lose something, but she got like swept.
well, as Tyreek said as motivating words out of the first round, 5-0 was crazy, though.
It's like she got it, but 5-0 is crazy. I think it was Nicola that was like, that's not encouraging.
They're like, damn.
Thanks for nothing. And
Uh,
she's just like, I was like, I would have started crying.
I know, right? Which I had a feeling Andreina wasn't going to be good at challenge or that good after the first challenge because she did get fifth and she was kind of slow at popping the balloons.
Hmm.
But like, I didn't think she'd be this bad. Second round, Lucinda takes it, but Andreina did get one or two balls or
Yeah,
something,
I
so at
think
least
she
she didn't
got
get
two.
nothing.
Yeah.
But Tyreek is now doubting Andreina, and I'm like, y'all manifested this.
Yeah.
Charlie versus Josh is intense. Charlie actually does kind of keep up in the first round, though.
He does. He puts up a good fight. I think he gets like two or three. He
He
gets a
gets
couple.
three, and I'm like, okay, this is kind of closer. But Josh
Yeah.
does take it.
Yeah.
But then the second round, Josh does dominate more.
Listen, after the first round, Josh took off his helmet, threw it on the ground. He's like, go, go. And then pats Charlie on the back. I was like,
Yes, and Charlie only gets one that second round, and Josh he freaks out again and he screams and he's like, "Charlie will remember this for fucking life. Come here." I'm like, what?
like, I get you won and stuff, but like, you basically beat someone half your size. It's not that impressive of a win. Like, you're gonna remember this for the rest of your life. Like, that's kind of crazy.
Right, and it's like intense, but compared to the challenge, this game is kind of like nothing. Like challenge, it's like hall brawls.
Yeah, I feel like they have a game like this in the challenge though, cause I've seen,
They
yeah, where you
do
have to like
something where it's like
you're in the
they've done
sand and there's
similar
like a
stuff.
circle and you have to like try to crawl out while you're bungee to somebody. It's something
Yeah, and
like
you have
that.
like a ball, and like
Hmm.
sometimes they have it where it's like a can in the middle, and then you have to get the ball. One person's on defense, one person's on offense. They have
Yeah,
stuff like this,
yeah,
but it's more intense because it's in like sand and they're like
right,
huge.
right. And like these people really didn't have to go that far.
Yeah.
But like in Andreina's defense, this was a hard challenge. Like if you don't quite know like what to do or how to approach it, like the Charlie and I think Josh did a little better job. Like they were both using their quads or like kind of on all fours, kind of doing
Yeah.
like a bear crawl kind of situation. I
Hmm.
think Idrina, when she was like on her back, she was just like, "What can I do from
Right.
here?"
She's like,
You
how do I
know?
even get up right now?
Exactly. I felt so bad for her.
Yeah.
She got mollywopped by
She did.
Lucinda.
Lucinda must be secret strong. I'm
No,
like,
for real
damn.
though. For real though.
Because
Yeah.
she really dominated. But now Charlie and Andreina, they're single and vulnerable and they have to wear the necklace. And it's not great season seven representation, I must say.
And they make the winners put the necklace on them. Man.
Yes.
Like
What
Lucinda's
was
like,
it? This is nasty.
yes.
Oh, this is nasty. And then Charlie's like, "Oh, didn't I just give this to you? I told you I was gonna give it back to you." Ah, okay, Josh.
All right,
Um,
Josh.
but then the sneak peek for next week, we got two bombshells, Justine and Johnny.
Here's Johnny.
And I could hear in the distance, "Love Island, baby, won't you meet me by the pool? Love Island, baby." Then you go high, and then you go low. Oh yeah.
Johnny couldn't make it on the challenge, so he plays Love Island
No,
games.
but for real, he went home pretty early on the challenge, so he's like, "I'll go to Love Island games. It's
Even
fine."
listening to him talk strategy, I was just like,
Mm.
But I did tell Brandon, this kind of reminds me of the show The Challenge in the sense that like Shoddy Bananas and Wes will play almost every season. Like
Oh
they
yes,
bring strong competitors back, which is almost like kind of unfair, but it still shakes it up a little bit.
yes.
So it's
When you
like that's
said
what we're
that,
doing.
yeah, you made me see because at first I was like, I kind of don't, because just it's not fair. Justine already won, and then Johnny is
Yeah.
good. And I'm also like, Justine, aren't you above Love Island? Kind like I don't know. I wouldn't think she would come back as a contestant. Love Justine, but I'm
Yeah.
just like I wouldn't think she'd put herself back in this. But also, it is just Love Island game, so who really cares?
It seems like it's a
Um,
job for her at this point. She's like, people
yeah.
love me on TV. I'm great on TV. And then I'll do ads after I'm on TV. So I'm still on
Period.
TV.
And that's what you do. I mean, she
Right.
was in Perfect Match this season, and I think
Oh,
she had a
she
thing with
was?
Ollie ADs.
Oh,
And he
interesting.
wasn't like honest about it to AD. I didn't watch Perfect Match, but the little things I've seen of AD and Ollie, I was like,
He sounds awful.
yeah. Um,
But I get what you mean. I get what
yeah.
you mean.
It just was, I don't know. I almost put her up there with like Leah and PPG,
Hmm.
kind of. Because, like, I don't think she has as many followers, but like, she's very like popular.
Yeah, I feel like had her season happened now, she
Hmm.
wouldn't need to. I mean, she probably likes going on TV, but she probably
Yeah.
wouldn't need to. But maybe like when the opportunities came for her before, it was worth it to take it, you know?
Yeah.
Like
But
Keanu wants to make a career out of being on competition shows. Like some people I think like to do them a
well, he
lot.
thinks he's gonna play Big Brother again. I'm like, All-Star seasons are few and far between.
I could see you on the challenge. They might cast you
I
because
could see the challenge as well. Big
you're
Brother
kind of
again.
stupid and you're strong. So like you could go on the
He'll
challenge.
fit right in with CT.
Yeah,
Uh,
but I don't know, Big Brother.
no. Um, but then we get to episode 3 of Love Island Games, and the narrator goes, Andreina and Charlie were publicly humiliated at the duel. I'm like, not you saying that, damn.
No, they really were though.
Josh and Andrea are happy that he won and back in a couple. And Josh is like, we're strong and likable, and we're like a power couple. So like, this is great. And I'm like, likable,
Mhm.
likable.
She's likable.
He's likable. You.
I mean, in a very kind of likable way. You.
Uh, we'll see. There's more episodes to be had, so maybe. But they do make out. Tyreek tells Lucinda he's proud of her, but says he still has a thing for Andreina. She still likes Mert anyway, so there's no bad blood or anything.
Mhm.
Lucinda feels really confident now. Tyreek is questioning Andreina, and Lucinda says, You could win with KK. And I'm like, not you going full game mode. Like at first you're about love, and now you're like, oh, drop her because you like her, but you gotta win, so go with KK. I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
Lucinda, lock in.
Yeah.
And Andreina's embarrassed, and she's worried about Tyreek, which should be.
I'm glad we're honest about our feelings.
She's very honest about her feelings. Do
I was
appreciate that.
like, I was like, this is embarrassing. And when she said it, I was like, okay, we're on the same page.
Yes.
First step is acceptance. No, it's not. But one of the steps is. I
Admission.
think that is the last one.
I don't know. Uh, Garbi and Kendall grow closer. They're actually kind of cute.
They are. I
I
like
like
them.
them. No, jinx. Uh, but they vibe game wise and personally, and they make out in the photo booth, and it's pretty intense.
Mhm.
Um, and like clockwork, Tyreek tells Andreina he has doubts now. And then she just feels like this whole experience is not going how she wanted, and she cries, and she doesn't want to go home early like last time. And he's like, Don't cry.
Yeah.
It's okay. Let's make out. So they make out.
I did think it was sweet that he was comforting her, but I was just like, damn, dog, you couldn't talk about that tomorrow. Like,
Right.
she
Like
knows it was bad.
it
I
was
kind of,
give
it goes
yeah.
without saying.
It was giving when Ace coupled up with Amaya and then was just like, but don't touch me. Like right after it was like, don't touch me, don't call me
No.
babe, don't do anything like that. And we won't be cuddling. And guess what? I will be talking to other people. So
Yeah.
I'm like, all right. KK tells Tyreek that the pace with Chris is slower than she's used to. And he says, You want to speed it up with me? And then they make out in the bathroom. I'm like, Oop,
Yeah.
but I do kind of like them together.
And I think she kind of went looking for him. Cause
Maybe.
they were in their, she was in her pajamas for sure. And he was just like brushing his teeth and she's just like, hey.
Yeah, so the thing about Chris is, uh, but I think there's more to come with them.
Yeah.
But the next morning, Charlie gets a text that him and I cannot speak. Him and Andreina are leaving the villa to get some R&R, and they're excited. Um, KK tells Andrea she kissed Tyreek. Mert makes everyone oats, and Solene looks disgusted when she tries it.
She does. She's like,
She's like, I'm like, damn.
Selena's drama.
She
She's
looked
drama.
worried. She was like, oh. I'm like,
This
are
is
they
appalling.
that bad? Damn.
Abhorrent. No. She's like, what
Uh,
is this? And Andrea was eating it fine, so I low-key feel like she was being
she
dramatic.
probably was just being funny. Um, but Andreina and Charlie are meeting with Justine and Johnny, and Justine looks amazing. I love the blonde hair on her.
Her arm
Um,
jewelry, the little cuff up here,
mhm,
love it.
amazing. Basically, so Charlie and hers conversation is essentially like the game. Like he's like, oh, I'm at risk now, and I really just want to get out of it. She's like, I'll help you. I'm really here just to win, or like I'm here just for the game. Like I'm not really trying to find love or anything like that. And then he tells her about how it's $250,000 this time, and that she's excited. And then cut to Johnny and Andreina, and they happen to have a past.
Yeah.
They see each other, and he's like, well, look who's here. And she's like, oh, Johnny, hi. I'm like, what's going on here?
Yeah.
And then it turns out, I guess a couple months ago, they had like hung out and made out.
Yeah.
So they got a little bit of a romantic past.
They do.
And she wants to keep it a secret for now. And he's like, I'm basically like your knight in shining armor. Basically, your knight in shining armor. And she's like, I'm like, Johnny, stop.
Stop,
I
please.
cannot get this man off my screen. Uh,
But she likes
she
him.
does like him. And I
She's
think,
taller than him, I think.
oh, definitely.
And I was like, at least Chai is like the same height as you in heels.
Yeah. I will say though, we'll get to it. I'd rather have Johnny as a partner than Tyreek. I would find more comfort with Johnny as a
Yeah.
partner in a game.
Yeah, because we know that Tyreek is ultimately self-interested, and
Hmm.
maybe Johnny's a little less than, you know?
Yes. And then he pivots this way. He's like, I assumed you've kissed someone in the first challenge. And she's like, yes. And he's like, he better than me. Kiss me right now. I'm like, no. And she's like, no, you kiss me. And he's like, come here. And then they make out. I'm like, oh my gosh.
She's
Look,
eating it
I
up,
love
and I'm like,
babies.
ew,
I'm like,
run
I
away.
can't do this. This is too much. I did
Too
not
much.
expect to see this on Love Island Games.
Right.
But we cut back to the villa. Isaiah and Solene kind of hit it off a little bit. They kind of do a little bit throughout the episodes, but
Yeah.
nothing really comes of it too much, at least
Yeah.
not yet. Um, he says he's happy with Nicola comp-wise, but not sexually. And they talk about how, because I think they said in another episode, maybe Andrea said in episode 2 or someone did, they were talking about how Isaiah is like secretly cute. And I'm like, is he? He gives me the ick. I
The
don't
ick,
know.
Brandon? What about it is the ick?
Like just I don't know. Just like the way he talks sometimes and then like his hair and like he looks kind of like a doofus. He's like if Shaggy was on Love Island.
And he doesn't really give much.
He gives nothing. And I'm like, but they seem to like him. But so maybe it's
Before
different in person.
before Josh started being all aggressive and shit, I got them mixed up. I was like,
Oh,
"Are y'all the same?" Because they
I
barely
did
spoke.
too. They look alike. I'm like, I don't know who's who. Um, Chris tells KK that he thinks they intimidate everyone.
Okay,
Like, sure. Um,
I think he's just feeling himself because he was the best guy.
he is for sure. Andreina and Charlie get a text that it's the first dumping, but they have one more chance to not be single. They have to pick a couple each to compete with. Um, and then we cut to Lucinda just telling Mert that she needs more princess treatment. I just need princess treatment. Like I like princess treatment. Like you have to like be obsessed with me and act like you like me all the time.
I was
And
like,
it's
Solene, you
very
could have picked someone who seemed interested in you instead of the guy who didn't want to look at you.
no, it's Lucinda who says it.
Oh, Lucinda, sorry. I thought you
Yes.
said Solene.
No, I don't. I think Selena actually likes Lucinda.
She mentioned that
Hmm.
because somebody
I'm
was
like,
like, "What?" And then she just didn't say it again. I don't think they caught that she said that
no, they're
either.
like, wait a minute. But Justine and Charlie and Andreina and Johnny are discussing who they should go against. They're kind of like, should we try to make a big move, get a big target out? Should we just go against people who we think we can beat?
Hmm.
We get back to the villa, and Garbi and Isaiah get a text about the dumping and who Andreina and Charlie picked. Andreina ended up picking Garbi and Kendall, and then Charlie ended up picking Nicola and Isaiah. Nicola's pumped. She's like, that bitch isn't gonna take my bed. Hell fucking no. We're gonna fucking do this shit. I'm like, oh,
Let's
okay.
go.
Let's get
I'm
pumped.
ready.
All right. Kendall wants to prove himself since he got last in the first challenge. Ariana enters looking sickening. Oh, cut to the night. Cut to the Is this a duel? Yes, but this would be another duel. Cut to Ariana looking sickening in a custom tattoo dress that
Yes.
had stuff like Mamacita on it and other Love Island references in a fun updo.
Yes.
Ariana asked Kendall if he's ready to compete, and Kendall's like, "Is grass green?" Like,
Wait till you see who your competition is.
just wait. She introduces the new bombshells, and everyone's low key shooked. She's like, "Justine, who's won?" And they're like, "Oh fuck." Um, Andreina says she picked Kendall and Garbi because Kendall got last and was hoping the comp was more physical. She's like, I can't do anything, but Johnny can.
Hmm.
Charlie has no confidence. Like when he's speaking, he's like, yeah, we picked them because. And Justine's like, say it louder. Like, say it like you're proud. He's like, yeah, we picked them because we thought we would beat them. I'm like, okay, damn, Charlie.
He's defeated.
He is.
I feel like Kendall deflated a little bit. He was like, I was not expecting to see Johnny.
He was,
Uh,
yeah. They were like, are you worried? And he's like, no, I think the best one will win.
I think we'll give it our best shot.
I'm like, you know what? I feel like this challenge is a pretty good equalizer, though.
It is like there's this one is kind of like a anybody could get it, you
Yeah.
know?
I would be terrible at it
Me too.
because people compare it to like Operation, and I wasn't good at that.
I get flustered easy. This
Very easily.
and the checkpoint, this look, it's hard. It's
Yeah.
hard. They have to like
It's like a broken heart, and they have
mhm.
like this ring and a string, ring on a string. Shout out to Katie Maloney, Tom Schwartz, when he gave her a ring on a string at Sheena Shea's wedding. And she's like, the one thing I told you not to give me was a ring on a string, and you're giving me this during a wedding. Um, He then proceeded to propose her the next season. She said yes. Anyways, so they have the ring and they have to guide it. And if they hit the pole or they hit the heart, it zaps and they have to start from the beginning. But if they make
Mhm.
it to the checkpoint, then they just have to go back to that checkpoint they make it to.
Yeah.
That's probably did that for time because if you have to
Right.
start all the way over, like,
Oh, it would be too much.
hmm,
I had to do something like this in an escape room once, and it took us entirely too long. It
oh
was
damn,
very hard.
our escape rooms. So Justine and Charlie go against Nicola and Isaiah first. Nicola and Isaiah struggle, but they're quick.
They are.
Whereas Charlie and Justine are moving a little too slow.
Right. And at first, they didn't look so great. Like Charlie was getting pissed. He was like,
Yeah.
"Tight, pull it harder, Nicola. Like, come on, fuck off."
Oh
Like
yeah,
and I
Isaiah.
was like, Isaiah, relax. But then they kind of got their groove, and
Yeah.
they were making it through.
They got it. He was, which you know what, like I get it. He wasn't too rude or anything. It was more like competitive, but like
Yeah.
once they got the hang of it, it
It
was
was
like,
fine.
yeah.
Yeah. Because I
It,
wanted to see how she felt about it. And afterwards, she was like, he was really supportive and great. And I was like, okay,
okay,
maybe they helped
fine.
each
Then we
other.
forgive him too.
Yes.
But yes, they end up winning, Nicola and Isaiah, and Charlie still has the necklace and is at risk.
It's like, I
Um,
just,
it is what it is. He's not here to fuck off. It's fine.
what will
Uh,
be, will be.
what
Are
will
you
be will
happy?
be. It's fine. Now we have Andreina and Johnny versus Garbi and Kendall. Andreina and Johnny are solid all throughout.
Yeah.
It like
They
literally,
barely make any mistakes.
right? They make one at the final checkpoint, and that's it.
Hmm.
And then Garbi and Kendall, they just can't really get it together.
Mm-mm.
They can't get their stride. They like, I think they make it to the first checkpoint, but that's it.
Yeah.
And
When they
so,
got to the first checkpoint, the other group was already on their third.
yeah. So Johnny and Andrina end up winning. And then Ariana asks Tyreek how he feels about this new couple. And he says, obviously, she needs him to win. And she says, well, you didn't believe in me. And he's like, how can I believe in someone when they don't believe in themselves? I'm like, ooh,
Damn.
all right then.
Okay, where'd that come from?
Well, shit. Um, Garbi says the nerves got to her. And Andrina has to decide between Garbi and Kendall who she's going to give the heart to. And she chooses Kendall. And now Garbi
Yeah.
feels really guilty. But Charlie and Kendall have to stand up, and the Islanders have to stand behind who they
Wait,
want.
sorry, who had to decide?
Andrina.
Oh, Andreina had to choose
Yeah.
between Garbi and Kendall.
Yes.
Oh, okay. You said Garbi had to choose, and I was like, what?
Did
Or
I?
I don't know. I'm I'm
I might
tired.
have. If I did,
I think
sorry.
you're fine.
Garby just felt guilty. But
Yeah.
Andrina chose. Um, but Charlie and Kendall have to stand up, and the Islanders have to stand behind who they want to save. And ultimately, the only people who stand behind Charlie are Justine, Solene, Chris, Tyreek, and Andrina. And everyone else stands behind Kendall.
Yeah.
So Daddy wasn't home for long. He's got to go.
He rips the chain off his neck, says bye to everybody, and leaves.
Yes, he's like, goodbye. And it was funny. He goes to Ariana. He's like, here we are again. I had to beat my record. And she's just like laughing. And he thinks those were voted for him. And he's like, y'all are real ones. And then he has 30 minutes. You know, you only have 30 minutes. And then, like he said, he just rips his necklace off and walks off.
Yeah.
Uh,
Poor
that,
Charlie. Couldn't catch a break. I
he
really thought he was
really
gonna come
can't.
back and do his big one.
I
But
did
then
too.
in hindsight, upon reflecting further, Charlie is not in the right. I don't know. I really think he didn't know that he was gonna make an enemy out of Josh. But I really feel like him against anyone, he would have lost. Josh would
Yeah.
have just had to pick someone else for him to not be in the bottom, you know?
Yeah. I think he could have picked
Maybe Kendall he could have beat.
Kendall. Yeah,
Maybe.
I was going to say Kendall because maybe Isaiah. Maybe.
Yeah.
But definitely not Chris.
Definitely not
And I
Chris.
don't think
Definitely not
Tyreek.
Ty.
I think Ty has a lot of heart.
Yeah.
So
It's
it
a
just
tough
wasn't
show.
in the cards for Charlie. Maybe if
Yeah.
he didn't come in as a bombshell again.
Yeah, maybe. It's funny because when he came in, I was like, I remember you were gonna come. That's right.
Maybe he'll do better in Love Island Games 3.
We gotta let him come back.
Daddy's
I've
home again.
that time. All right, so episode 4. So we see
We are
everybody.
orange.
Hold on. It's
We are orange. Oh my
I hope
gosh.
people thought that that was as funny as I thought it
That
was.
was really funny. This is the episode we watched live on Patreon, and it was
Bro,
so good.
it was so good.
So Len truly made the episode.
She really did it. This is when I decided I love Solene. All right, so everybody is saying goodbye to Charlie. Um, thinking about it makes me like fills my eyes with tears how funny this was. If y'all haven't seen episode 4, listen to this and then just go watch the challenge, specifically the second heat, and you will enjoy yourself.
Yes.
Kendall and Garbi chat. They're relieved that they made it. Uh, kind of feel a little shook up from almost going home, and they kind of talk about the comp and how well they did. KK and Chris keep vibing. She said she kept Kendall safe for Garbi, and he's just like, I just like looking at you. Like, should I stop saying that? And she's like, I mean, no. So they kiss. He's just giving her sweet nothings, and I think this is probably why she's a little bored of him.
Yeah. It's not much progression.
Yeah. Nicola and Isaiah are feeling good because they won. Um, Johnny and Ty chat. And Ty says that he wanted Andreina to stay because he likes her, but he's like, I mean, but you have her now. She's gonna be sleeping in your bed. And Johnny's like, yeah, I'm happy to be with her, you know. And I think they both kind of know that they had history with her.
Hmm.
Um, and then Andreina pulls Johnny away from this conversation. And Tyreek is like, "Oh, I'm not Mia Moore anymore. You don't call me Mia Moore anymore." And Johnny's like, "He was Mia Moore," and she's like, "Yeah." Anyway, so it was a little bit of an awkward interaction there, but
Yeah.
she's making it clear that she's mad at Ty. Um, but Johnny and Andrina talk about the competition, and then they make out some more. Um, Ty and Chris chat, and Ty wants to make sure Chris knows that he kissed KK yesterday. And Chris definitely feels the type of way about it. I guess he just wanted to be transparent and honest. But he had to tell him this
Yes, or it could be part of his master
strategy.
plan to
Yeah,
get KK and Chris to like kind of have tension.
yeah. I don't know if it's gonna work because they both don't care that much. I mean, Chris does, so
Yeah,
maybe.
you know, he's not gonna act like he cares is the thing, or say that he cares. So
Right.
like, and given how things will happen, I don't think they'll let it get in between them.
Hmm.
I don't know. We'll see. But as of right now,
Yeah, I mean, he definitely looks like he feels away because everybody gets ready for bed and he kind of like sleeps away from KK, and she's just kind of like, all right. I mean,
yeah.
they weren't really like super cuddly before, but he seems like a little more
Mm-hmm.
definitely not cuddly this time.
Right.
Then it's the next morning. Idrina tells the girls that she kissed Johnny while they're getting ready, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, you did?" And she's like, "Yeah, I did. I wanted it to be a secret, but I actually just told all of you." Um, Kendall and Garbi get to know each other by the dock, and they kind of like talk about what they like, favorite foods, pet peeves. She mentions she's a virgin. He's cool with it. They keep vibing. I really like them.
Yeah, they're cute. I'm like, they could be something.
They good. Lucinda and Ty talk. They're like friends. Like they like kick it. And she's like, I kissed Mert yesterday. And he was like, did you like? She's like, I loved it. She was obsessed with her kiss with Mert.
Oh,
Um, and she's like, well, I'm surprised that you're with talking to KK. He's like, yeah, I'm surprised too. My head is completely turned. I think he's trying to say it to her so that she could maybe tell the other girls and really like stir some shit up.
oh yeah.
Uh, Nicola and Isaiah chat. And they talk about the competition, and he's like, "You're competitive," and she's like, "Am I competitive?" Um, she's so cute. I really like Nicola.
She is.
She's adorable. Um, and so they talk about how good she was and how great they did, but he wants to be honest and let her know that he like likes her as a competitor and like a partner in that way, but not on an intimate level.
Yeah.
I felt for her.
I did too.
She's not Yeah, she's different than the other girls. I don't think she's ugly, but I think that like she doesn't wear as much makeup. She's not like when she first came in versus like her daily look is different. I don't think
Mm-hmm.
she's like too much like putting on a show. She just comes as she is kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I think that like in terms of a couple, I think it's gonna have to be like a really down to earth guy who can like see her beauty. Does that make sense? Because she's not ugly, but she's not like all dolled up like the other girls are. Does that make sense?
It does.
What do you think?
The way you said it's gonna take someone down to earth to see her beauty. Crazy. I think she's cute.
Hmm. Oh my god!
No, she's cute. She has a
She
great
is.
personality.
She's not as pretty as the other girls. She's not. She's kind of like Charlie. Like Charlie's not as fit and like super like whatever as these other guys. And I don't think that Nicola is as pretty as the other girls. Bless you.
Yeah,
But I
thank you.
also think that she's not trying because I did think she was really pretty when she came in and like when she like does her face up and her hair and stuff.
Yeah,
And she kind of just had it pulled back. I don't think she put much makeup on. And so like she looks a little different.
yeah.
So anyway, Isaiah wants her to know that he's not feeling it on a romantic level.
Which
But I
she's
think she's an
like,
awesome person. It's always the like most awesome person. She kind of gives like me Bergie vibes. Like Bergie's not ugly. but he's not like drop dead hot.
They're not like Instagram models.
Right.
They look great. Like I think Nicola's pretty, but
Hmm.
she's just not your typical like Instagram model or like she like it doesn't feel like she's gotten work done or anything like that. She's like just
Yeah.
her. And like I think she,
Exactly.
she's cute and like Isaiah, she takes it well. She's like, "Oh no, it's okay. It's totally fine." But then
Yeah.
she kind of like opens up about it next to
Yeah.
someone else.
She's like, I kind of am a little sad about that,
Yeah.
because she did like him
Mm-hmm.
and liked her like connection with him and how it was growing and stuff.
Yeah.
I appreciated that he was honest. He was like, I don't want to lead anybody on, you know.
Right. It was good that he was honest. I will give Isaiah that. It was, and he
Yeah.
wasn't rude about it.
No, not at all. Um, Chris pulls KK and he tells her that he knows about the kiss, and was a little upset that he didn't hear it from her. And she was a little upset that somebody else told him instead of her. And she was like
Mm-hmm.
waiting to tell him at the right time. She's like, I need to tell Andreina too. And he's like, Andreina knows already. And she's like, oh my gosh, okay, well, damn.
Right.
And he's like, look, like, I don't care, but like, we talked about being open and communicating. So, like, I just want you to be like open and communicate, which I felt like was fair.
It was. Yeah, and they worked through it, so it's fine.
Yeah,
But he definitely cares.
he does. I really think that he was just like, man, I found my person. I like KK. We're good. We're chilling. And she's
Mm-hmm.
just like, maybe not so much on her end.
Right.
Idrina pulls Ty and says that she's upset because he kissed KK. And he was like, well, you were gone all day. When was I supposed to tell you? Which is kind of valid.
Not wrong. And as he points out,
Yeah. And she was like, I was feeling so low, and then you just go and kiss KK. And I was like, that's not quite how it happened, like, but I guess, like, I mean, they were getting ready for bed. Like, he explains it. He's like, no, it's not like that. And he's like, I mean, I apologize, but you kissed Johnny. So, like, we're all kissing. We all kissing people.
we all kiss.
And she's like, but it's not the same. And he's like, no, this is a double standard. And she's like, no, it's different because me and Johnny have history. And she's like, well, you and I have history, and someone else might come in and have history too. And she's like, I'm hot. What can I say? I was like,
It's like, okay, period. But also, like, he makes a point just like, you're doing the same thing. Like, how are you going to get
yeah,
mad at me about that?
right. And so he's just like, look, it's not like that. And he's like, look, we're not an actual couple. And if we were, like, it'd be different. And she's just like, whatever. And she gets up and she leaves. And she's like, if he doesn't give a shit, then I don't give a shit anymore.
Oh,
And I was like, oh. And I feel like Idrina stands on business. So
she does.
yeah. So yeah, I think she really likes Ty more than Johnny, and probably was trying to
Mm,
say that, but like this came off weird.
yeah.
I do think that Ty is not as like encouraging and stuff, so there's other issues with Ty, you know?
Yes. I don't think she feels as stable with Ty as she does with Johnny, I would
Yeah.
say. At least
Yeah.
game wise, but who knows if they explore other things.
Yeah. Josh and Andrea talk, and she says she's trying to move slower with this because she feels like she moved quickly with Rob, and then she was with someone for 11 months, and so she likes him but wants to like take their time and not rush it, and he's cool with that. He kind of says as much too.
Yeah.
Justine and Chris talk, and he kind of like tries to flirt with her, and it's interesting, but I don't think she's really feeling it much.
Yeah, no, I don't think so either. At least not yet, if maybe in the future. They would be a good, like, strong couple
Yeah.
for the games, but
Yeah. And that's what she's looking for. So that might
right.
be enough for her.
So we'll see.
Idrina and KK talk about Ty, and they're both pretty much just like, he's a flirt. There's
Yeah.
nothing there. There's no depth there. I don't know about him.
Mm-hmm.
And while they're talking, he comes and pulls KK. And Andreina was
Messy,
like,
messy.
be careful or whatever. He's like, what'd you say? Why you gotta say that? And then they talk, and she's like, why did you tell my business? And he's like, I just wanted to be transparent and honest, whatever. And she's like, so like, what are you doing here? Like, what do you want? He's like, are you looking for somebody? Like, what are you trying to do? And he's like, I want the money. If I find somebody, I find somebody, but I'm not like too like crazy about it. He says he's interested in her as a partner, but he's open to other people. And he's like putting his eggs in everyone's basket. And she's like, well, can you put two in mine? Like, can you give me a little more reassurance so I know what's up? I'm not trying to go home. I need more energy from you. So that's kind of the conversation they have.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, KK, don't waste your time. Let's go talk to somebody else.
Right. Like, at least don't take this seriously, though. If you are,
Please.
like, just flirt.
Right. And it seems from her conversation with Idrina that she knows it's not anything good.
Yeah.
Then Ari enters
In
and
jeans.
yes,
And
and
they
her
look
little
amazing.
her top.
Her little top,
It
sparkly
was
top or
cute.
something, the green. I was like,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Uh,
And she's like, I am always full of surprises. And in comes Toby from UK season 7 and the last All Stars. And he also happens to be Ty's like best friend.
mm,
And she's like, welcome. Like, do you recognize anybody? Oh my gosh, yay. Okay, it's time to get you coupled up. So they stand in order of rank, and he just gets to pick somebody. It's really
yeah.
informal. They're like, "Hey, Toby, come over here. Yeah, just pick someone." And
Pick someone now.
he picks Andrea.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, she looks like, she's like closer to the top, so there's room for growth, and she's very attractive, whatever. And they're like, Andrea, how do you feel? And she's like, this again. She looks exhausted. And I feel her like being pulled in so many different
All these
directions.
men just keep picking me.
Everybody
Ugh,
just like
I
wants
just can't
me.
with all these men just picking me.
Like Idrina, everybody's in your DMs, and like in this, everybody wants
I'm
to
hot, of
couple. So
course.
it's like, yeah. She's like
Ugh,
very picked.
she is.
And Josh is alone again. But now he gets to couple up with Justine.
Which solid couple. They could take it. If they stay
Yeah.
together,
And then the group is split up into two heats for the next challenge. And this challenge is important because there's going to be a vote. And the people who perform the best are safe from the vote and can become a power couple.
hmm
So this is a big deal. So the first heat is Chris and KK, Nick and Isaiah. I wrote KK and Chris twice and missed somebody. I wrote Chris and KK, Nick and Isaiah, Chris and Yo, this is so funny. I wrote Chris and KK, Nick and Isaiah, KK and Chris, and Idrina and Toby. If this is not the
LOL.
epitome of ADHD,
Also,
who did I miss?
so
Because
it
the
probably
next.
was Andrea and Toby,
Mhm.
and then Chris and KK.
Was Justine in the first one? No, she's in the second one.
Who was the first one you said?
Uh, Chris and KK. And then Idrina and Toby. I don't see what's that girl's name? Nicola. I think Nicola was in the first one. Nicola and Isaiah were
I
in the
think
first
she
one.
was
Oh,
because
I
they
said that
were.
already.
Wait,
I
Nicola. Wait.
I wrote Nick. It's Nicola and Isaiah.
Oh,
Idrina and Toby. Chris and KK.
well,
Someone else was playing with them.
Andrea,
Andre and Toby, yeah.
and then
And the next one
oh,
was
was
Justine.
it Idrina and Johnny?
No, they're in the second one.
Well, who's in the second one?
Justine and Josh, Lucinda and Ty, Solene and Mert, and Idrina and Johnny.
So Kendall and Garbi.
Oh, thank you, Brandon.
There we
Thank you,
go.
thank you,
We
thank you,
got
thank
there.
you. We got there. So they're all in the first heat and they have to play two games. And this game is very like, well, the first game is really a team collaboration, right?
hmm
They're in different colors and then there are different colored tires. The girls are wearing a hat that can be filled up with liquids and then the guys have to move tires associated with their color for them to get to
Yes.
the end and fill up a tube until the tube is filled to the top. This game is hard. Like
Yeah.
it's a narrow, like circular, like tube,
Mm-hmm.
but their hat is square. So like they make it to the end and drop all of the liquid on the floor. Like I would be so
Yes.
frustrated watching this.
I think it was Garbi in particular. She just kept missing, and I was like, Garbi. But also, it
Yeah,
was probably like really hard.
right. So we watch them go through it. They kind of have a hard time, but KK and Chris pull out the win. And
Mm-hmm.
then the second one is just for the girls alone. They fill up their buckets and have to go under an obstacle and fill up the tub again.
Yeah.
I feel like Garbi and Kendall did a pretty good job with this one, but ultimately KK and Chris win.
Mm-hmm.
And then in the second heat, so again we have Justine and Josh, Lucinda and Ty, Solene and Mert, and Andreina and Johnny. And so the heat begins. And like there's kind of a strategy. So in the first heat, we saw some guys take the tires that other people needed and like move them far away to kind of make it harder
Mm-hmm.
for them to do the challenge. So as soon as the challenge begins, Mert decides to run and get like different colors. He doesn't fill up, like all the guys start by filling up the bucket that's
Yeah.
on the girl's head and then starting the path. He doesn't fill up any, he runs to the opposite side
Oh,
of the rink and is doing something else. And so Len is like, Mert, like, we're on it. We're on rush.
she she gets to a point where she's just picking up liquid from the ground and putting it in her bucket.
She gets so flustered. She completely glitches. Like she gets so
Mm-hmm.
flustered. She's like, Mert, what are you doing? And I was like, does Mert know the rules?
Yeah, I
Like,
was
what is
confused.
he
I was like,
doing?
wait, like, yes, get other colors and do what you're doing, but not yet.
Right. And he's completely ignoring Solène.
We
Like
are
she's
orange.
it's orange, orange. Like she keeps trying to tell him what to do, and he is
Oh,
not listening, and it is so funny.
it is.
So it
But
takes them a
she's
while.
like, she's good though, because she gets it.
She does. She's really competitive. Like I think
Mm-hmm.
this is her first challenge because
Oh
yeah, this
yeah.
is her first challenge, and so is Justine's. Because we haven't seen her compete yet, but she's
Oh yeah.
very competitive. So they go through it, and Justine and Josh win the first round, but the round where Solène gets to go by herself, she's crushing it. She's
Mm-hmm.
also falling and slipping all over the place and then crushing it.
Yeah.
Like she's doing her thing. And so the second one, their time is up. Idrina is still pouring liquid into her cup, and Solene is like, I will stop you. Like she's like really
You
serious.
better stop.
Solene is not playing around,
She
and
is
she ends up winning
not.
the second one. But it was so funny to see her glitch
This
and
is
freak
funny
out.
competitive as opposed to Josh's competitive.
Exactly. Like, and I don't even, I actually think she was being dead serious. And it's just the accent, the screaming. Like,
Hmm.
I watched it again today and I was just like, oh my gosh.
It was too good.
When we were live, we were both just like dumbfounded. Like, did she really do that?
Oh,
And so then, so the winner, so we go back to the villa to find out who all the winners are. But they make them sit in all of their wet clothes, and the girls
oh
are
yeah.
just shivering, and it looks awful. And I'm just like,
Hmm.
production, they can't like take a it looks cold
Get
out.
them
The
a
wind is
towel or
blowing.
something. Damn.
Like, it's not the summer as much as it was a couple weeks ago. Like,
Yeah.
geez. Um, so KK and Chris ultimately win the whole thing. Um, and then they have a choice, but I can't remember what that choice was.
Oh, they have to choose who they so the people that aren't in the top, they're vulnerable to the vote by America
Oh
because
yeah.
America's gonna vote for their favorite couple to like keep them safe.
Mm-hmm.
But the twist is Chris and KK, since they're the power couple, they have to pick one of the top couples to also be vulnerable.
Oh, yes. Because I think the other top couples were, excuse me, Garbi and Kendall.
Yes.
Uh,
Justine and Josh, and then
mm-hmm,
Solene and Mert.
mm-hmm.
And so ultimately, you would think, oh, maybe Justine because she's strong, but KK was smart. She was like, well, I want to think about who people would vote for because
Mm-hmm.
ultimately it's up to the vote.
Mm-hmm.
So let's go with Solene and Mert. So
Mm-hmm.
they
So
choose
then
them. And Solene's like, but we win.
we won. What is this about? What?
I thought we were friends.
It's giving she didn't hear any of the instructions, was just standing there waiting for the day to end, like waiting for
Yes.
her chance to take a shower. And she was like, what are you talking about? We won. Pick
Right.
somebody else.
And she's like, but why? And Chris is like, well, because you guys are just friends and like you don't have a connection. She's like, we communicate, we connect. And it's like, but it's just friends. And it's like, well, I thought we were friends. And it's like, period. Her and KK were close.
They were. I felt so bad for this solidified that I really like Solene. Did you end up voting?
Same. I did. And I voted for Solène and Mert because I felt
Oh,
bad.
okay.
I was like,
Okay.
I like Solène and Mert's cool. And they're not in
Yeah.
the bottom. So like, I feel like I should vote for them.
I forgot, so I
Oh,
didn't vote at all. And
oh,
it's funny because when we went live, I was like, I'm gonna vote for Solene, and then just went on disassociating.
LOL.
But
Well,
that's the episode.
that was the episode. Solid first four episodes. Five was Aftersun. Boring. They're still doing that stupid like news like segment.
Oh
I don't know who told
gosh.
them to keep that.
So it's just Sally and this host.
Yes,
Hmm.
Mara's back full
Hmm.
time this time because last time she was doing traders, so she only came at the end. And so what did they do? They had this one girl from first season of Love Island Games that I forget her name. And then Joey Zalzig, which is he's like this guy on TikTok and stuff with a really annoying raspy voice. Amaya did make an appearance. Forget
Oh.
what she said, and it was through Zoom. Um, Justine and Sally, or no, Justine and what is his name? Johnny. They call in,
Hmm.
and Johnny's like, "Hey, Sally," and she's like, "Hey, Johnny."
I'm dead.
And they kept asking because I guess the girl that was on Love Island Games was also with Johnny at one point, and then he kind of like fucked her over and went with another girl.
Oh my
And they
gosh.
ask like Sally and her like, "Do you think Johnny has changed?" And Sally goes, "The only thing he's changing is his daughter's diapers." And I was like,
Get him.
"I
Get
love
him,
Sally. Look,
Sally.
we recently watched season 2. He did her dirty. He was awful.
He
So."
was so awful to Sally.
And then she was like, she said something about like the fact, like, oh, do you think because they were Justine and Johnny were playing some game where it's like, do you agree or disagree? And they were like, she said, do you agree that it's whack to not pay for someone's nachos at a restaurant? And Johnny's like, I did pay, I have the receipt. And Maura's like, does he really have the receipt? And she's like, no, he has like a bank statement that has a $25 charge. It's not a receipt. I'm like, that's
Because
funny.
it was that girl he took on a date and didn't want to pay for her food, right?
Yeah, it was Sally.
Oh, it was Sally he did that
Yeah.
to, not the other girl? My gosh, he's
No. The
awful.
other girl was just something with games.
Literally, Johnny is there for money. I don't I guess he doesn't have a faithful bone in his body. I don't know what's going
No.
on with him.
Yeah. And the Toby guy, they played a clip. Toby had like called Sally like an actress and was like super rude to her during Love Island games, but she said he apologized like months ago.
Okay.
So at least there's that.
Oh, we're settling disagreements on
No, they're
Aftersun.
inviting all of Sally's ops to the show. And what I think is like her biggest win is the fact that she is employed and doesn't have to compete for this money. She's just doing the
Hmm.
social media and is on all the Aftersuns and doing all
Yes,
that. So
yes, yes. Did she seem happy to see Justine?
she did. She called her her bestie. They seem really close still, which
Oh,
I love
I love that. I
because
was
they
like,
were
I
the
hope
best
they're
part of
still
season 2.
friends.
I know.
Yeah.
It's good to know that they're still close. I was worried for 1 minute just because I don't know, you don't really like people live different lives. You don't know if they like kept the relationship. And
Yeah.
it was long ago, like who knows, but to know that they're still close is
I
nice.
love that.
Yes. But so that was it for the first 5 episodes. We
So far,
got
so
through them,
good.
y'all. So far, so good. I really am enjoying Love Island games. I like
Me
them.
too. It's fun. It's fun. And it's like the challenges add a different aspect.
They do.
They matter and they're
Yes.
funny. and maybe sad, but they definitely add another layer of drama.
Yes.
Whereas the relationships, not so much.
Right.
Um,
There's some drama, but it doesn't feel as heavy as season 7.
Definitely not. Like, I don't think anybody's really trying to find a spouse.
No.
Um, we'll see, but
Yes.
I'm
So
enjoying it.
same. I'm here for all of it right now. But so with that being said, I think that's it for today's episode.
That's it.
But I do want to shout out because, if you want to like do us a favor and like give us a review, rank us 5 stars on Apple Podcasts, that would be nice. We do have a new review. And if you do
Ooh,
leave a review, we can shout you out like we will be shouting out this person.
when did it come
Um,
in?
Wednesday.
What?
So just a week ago, it's from Nina Fats, and it says miss watching Love Island with you. I think it says with you guys, but it won't let me see the full title for some reason. But she gave us 5 stars and said, hopefully you guys keep up with Love Island games because Beyond the Villa has not been very entertaining. Also, I know the season is already out, but I would love to hear you guys dissecting the masterpiece of a season that Love Island UK had this year. So much better than USA, and I honestly just need to hear the takes you guys have. Well, Nina,
Ooh.
if you're listening, we are doing Love Island games. Beyond the Villa did suck. And we had talked about maybe at one point doing UK at some point.
Yeah.
So
She said it was a mastermind?
a
Masterpiece?
masterpiece of something.
A masterpiece. I'm sorry, Big Brother got in my head. I was like, a mastermind.
There was a mastermind.
Hey, Brennan, I would not be opposed if there's not another show to watch UK.
Look, I'm down. I think we should do season 5, though.
Yeah.
At
What
least
are they on right
first.
now?
They're on like 11. I
I
saw
feel like
clips of 11,
I
though.
was about to say the same thing. I feel like I saw clips on TikTok. Didn't a bunch
Hmm.
of boys start fighting?
I don't know. Probably.
It may have been old.
Yeah.
But hey, thanks for the review.
Yes, thank you
It
so
gives us some
much. Y'all
ideas.
should leave us some reviews just like that so we can shout you out and give us 5 stars and help this podcast grow, baby, grow.
Yes.
And also you can give us 5 stars on Spotify. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
and you can leave comments on the episodes too. And those are super fun.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to see our beautiful faces instead of just looking at or listening to our beautiful voices, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel at the Shade of It All Podcast. We also post clips on TikTok at the Shade of It All Podcast. We have an Instagram at the Shade of It All Pod. And we mentioned briefly before, we have our Patreon at the Shade of It All. We do weekly live watch parties. We did
Yes.
Love Island, then we did Beyond the Villa. We did Big Brother briefly, and now we're doing Love Island games.
Yes. Come watch
So,
the Thursday episode live with
yes,
us,
it's
9
super
p.m.
fun.
Eastern.
Yes,
It's so much fun.
it's only $3, so it's
Only
not too bad.
$3.
But in the meantime, in between time, we'll talk to y'all next time. Bye.
Bye.